Hello students, welcome to Young Cubs. This is part 4 of Parts of Speech or Word class. In the first lecture, we did articles and nouns. In the second one, we did pronouns and adjectives. In the third one, we did verbs and adverbs. And now, in the fourth one, we shall do conjunctions. So let's start by ticking or by checking all what we've done. So nouns done, adjectives done, verbs, adverbs, pronouns done, articles done. And today we shall do conjunctions. So children, what are conjunctions? Conjunctions are parts of speech that connect words, phrases, clauses, or sentences. So, what are conjunctions? They are words that connect to words, to phrases, to clauses, or to sentences. They make the sentence a continuous one. Let's find out more. For example, I like ice cream. I like chocolates. Instead, it could be converted into one sentence and avoid repetition of the two words I and like. So instead of saying I like ice creams, I like chocolates, you could just say I like ice creams and chocolates. So in this sentence, two words are connected. I went to school, I had a test. I went to school because I had a test. So two sentences are joined here. Would you like to have tea? Would you like to have coffee? Would you like to have tea or coffee? Yes. So what did we understand? They are words that connect between two ideas. Now let's learn more about conjunctions. Conjunctions are of three types. So one is coordinating conjunction, other is subordinating conjunction, and the third type is correlative conjunctions. Okay? Coordinating conjunctions join two main clauses. The sentences that give complete information. So if you look at this sentence here, I like coffee. In itself, the sentence is quite incomplete. I see a mug of coffee and I just get an idea, tell somebody around me, tell my friend around me, saying that I like coffee. Okay, and that at that very moment, she's having tea. And I'm like, I don't like tea. Okay, these sentences have a complete idea in itself. They're complete sentences. Such sentences which are complete in itself, is known as a main clause. Okay, look at the next one. I'm going for a movie tonight. Okay, go. I will come home late. Okay, even this one is complete in itself. Good amount of information given out here. He studied hard. Last year, he studied hard. He failed. Okay, these are all sentences that are complete in themselves. You can connect these two ideas, making them into one complete sentence by adding conjunctions. Yes, so how do I do this? So I like coffee, but I don't like tea. Let me write it down clearly as one complete sentence. I like coffee, but I don't like tea. So the word but, okay, connects the two sentences. Hence, but is a coordinating conjunction. Okay, it's connecting two main clauses. I am going for a movie and I will come home late. I am going for a movie and I will come home late. What happens over here? The two ideas are connected with a conjunction and. He studied hard, he failed. So I can say he studied hard, yet he failed. So yet connects both the ideas. Alright, children? So coming to the different types of coordinating conjunctions. Here's a list. Okay, you can remember this list by the mnemonic FANET boys. F-A-N-E-T. FANET boys. Each letter stands for the joining word, the connective or the conjunction, or rather the coordinating conjunction. So F stands for. Example, I went to the grocery store for I needed ingredients for dinner. This for, okay, can sometimes be used as a preposition and many a times it can also be used as a conjunction instead of the conjunctions as or because. Okay, so I went to the grocery store for I needed ingredients for dinner. Because I needed ingredients for dinner. So it's replacing because or as. And I like fries and burgers. So it adds on. Okay. Neither and nor. Here. Okay. If used separately, if I use only neither, okay, it is a coordinating conjunction. If I use only nor, it is a coordinating conjunction. But if I use both in a sentence, then it becomes a correlative conjunction. Okay, so this is an example of correlative conjunction. Neither will I go, nor will I let you go. So both of them in one sentence, it is a correlative conjunction. If I say neither of us will go to the party, go for the party. Okay, here it's just single, it's without nor. That's when it will be a coordinating conjunction. Understanding, children? Next, either and else. Okay, E stands for either and else. Okay, so he must be a good plumber, else he wouldn't be so busy. Yes, children? Else is another word for otherwise. Okay, then either of us shall attend the seminar. So either. Okay, then therefore. T stands for therefore. He was injured, therefore was unable to play. Yes, children? B stands for but. I like cakes but not biscuits. Opposite ideas or contrasting ideas put in one sentence. Or you may leave or you may stay. The choice is yours. So it's an option. It's used for options. You may have tea or coffee. So it gives you options between two. He studied very hard, yet he failed the test. An action is being completed and yet comes up as a result which is not as per what the work was done. He studied hard, We don't say he studied hard, yet he passed. No, when he studied hard, he had to pass. He studied hard, yet he failed. It comes up as a result which is in contradiction to the work done or to the verb in the previous sentence. And S stands for so. She is nice, so I like her. Alright, children, hope this much is understood and it won't be difficult to identify conjunction as a part of speech in your sentences. As of now, we've only done the list of coordinating conjunction. Let's proceed to subordinating conjunctions. Okay, before that, let's work or let's practice some coordinating conjunctions in joining sentences. She went to work. She did not want to go. She went to work. Here the options on top are given. But she did not want to go. But can join the two sentences. The scientists trained him well. They helped him find a job when his training was through. The scientists trained him well and they helped him. It's an addition. And they helped him find a job when his training was through. Polar bears are fierce, territorial animals. Grizzly bears are the same. Which one? Polar bears are fierce, territorial animals. And so are grizzly bears. This is how you can join in by tweaking the sentence a bit. And grizzly bears are the same. You can use and as well over here. Mark told me not to come with him. He looked longingly at me as I left. Mark told me not to come with him, yet he looked longingly. When as I left, I will not give in to you. I will not let you push me around. I will not give in to you, nor will I let you push me around. So the sentence gets tweaked a little. Okay? He loves to drive during the day. They will let him drive before 9 p.m. He loves to drive during the day and they will let him drive before 9 p.m. My cat was hungry. It had not eaten since breakfast. My cat was hungry. Which one? My cat was hungry for it had not eaten since breakfast. They couldn't think of anything better to do. They decided to babysit for the family. They couldn't think of anything better to do. So they decided. Children, hope you guys are understanding. I am just picking up coordinating conjunctions from the list given here. A book can be a lot of fun to read. A book can be boring. A book can be a lot of fun to read, yet it can be boring. Okay, that movie looks great. I would love to come see it with you. That movie looks great and I would love to come see it with you. Tom studied a lot. He didn't pass the test. Tom studied a lot, yet he didn't pass the test. He can buy the book. He can borrow it from the library. He can buy the book or can borrow it from the library. It was cold outside. She put on a sweater. It was cold outside, so she put on a sweater. All right. These were some coordinating conjunctions and an exercise on that. Let's go to subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunction joins a main clause and a dependent clause. See children, the word dependent is self-explanatory. It means that it gives you some information which is dependent on the previous sentence of the main clause. Okay? Unless I get some information about the main clause, the dependent clause appears to be incomplete. Let's look at the list of subordinating conjunctions. Children, it's a very desi and a very Indian way I have made the mnemonics for subordinating conjunctions, and it is buys, what, you, bat. Okay, so come on. B stands for before. I have milk before I go to bed. Okay, these two are quite dependent on each other. If I don't put the word before, it sounds, the whole context between the two sentences sounds or looks very incomplete. So I have milk before I go to bed. I have milk, I go to bed. No, something sounds disconnected between the two sentences. After. He left me a message after I reminded him about our meeting. He left me a message. I reminded him about our meeting. So, when did he leave the message? When did the child have the milk? So it still poses a question. Okay, that what brings about the dependence on the previous sentence. If. I shall take you out if you finish your homework early. If. When will I take you out? If you finish your homework early. Okay. Since. Example, Seen had no reason to take a taxi since his flat was near enough to walk to. Okay, so since also gives an idea of dependence or some kind of a contrast dependence on the previous sentence. All the WH words, all the WH question words. What are the WH question words, children? What, when, where, why, who, whom, how, and one non-question word, while. Okay, so he is the child who was beaten up by other students. Yes, children? Although he was late, he managed to finish his work on time. This is a replacement of the word yet as a coordinating conjunction. Okay, if I don't use although, he was late, yet he managed to finish his work on time. Children, I'm telling you this simply because many a times a coordinating conjunction is being asked to replace by a subordinating conjunction, right? So replace the word although, if you're an ICSC or an SSC student, they'll straight away replace the word although. Okay, or in your IGCSE board, it's simply as that, change the sentence from compound to complex. Coordinating conjunctions, okay, make compound sentences. Subordinating conjunctions make complex sentences. So, this one right now, although he was late, he managed to finish his work on time. This is right now a complex sentence. But if they ask you to convert it or transform it to a compound sentence, you will have to remove the word although and replace it by a coordinating conjunction. And the best one fits in for although is yet. Okay, so although he was late, he managed to finish his work on time. Though. Though I hate almonds, I like the salted ones. It is again a even if kind of a replacement. It tells you, though I like this, but I don't hate it either. Something like that. So even if I don't like this one, but I like it this way. I don't like spinach, but though I don't like spinach, I like it as in a spinach corn sandwich. I like it as spinach corn sandwich. So, it gives like an option within the limit. Unless and until. Okay, everyone was quiet until you arrived. You're the naughty one, and you instigated or provoked, or your presence makes everyone naughty. So everyone was quiet until you arrived. I sleep with the windows open unless it is really cold. So until, unless. Because I didn't go to school because I was unwell. So here it is reasoning. So again, a because sentence is a sentence with because is a complex sentence. If I have to change it to a compound sentence, instead of because, I will have to use a coordinating conjunction, and the best replacement is the word for. As. I won't do your work as you don't do mine. Again, a reasoning. Because, for, and as are reasoning. They are reasoning words. Then, the last one, buy is what you bat. B-A-T. T stands for then, than, and that. Then is more of a time conjunction. I went to high school, then I went to college. So it gives you and eventually it gives you a further action. Okay, I would go by car than by plane. There is more of comparison when we use the word than. I am lucky that I have two wonderful sisters. Okay, these are a few, or this is the list of subordinating conjunctions. Come on, let's practice. Fill in the blanks with a suitable subordinating conjunction. I am super excited as it's my sister's birthday. Dash, they can find one. My parents will rent a bounce house. Although they can find one, my parents will rent a bounce house. She felt happy she saw the painting. She felt happy as she saw the painting, or the moment. This is the place where we saw him last time. WH words. Dash, he worked hard, he failed. Although he worked hard, he failed. Don't leave the room. Your teacher tells you to do. The teacher tells you to. Don't leave the room until your teacher tells you to. She became angry. Dash I said anything. She became angry, though I said no. I feel before is good. So she became angry before I said anything. Before I said anything. Now, underline the subordinating conjunctions in the sentences given below. She began to cry because she had lost her gold chain. You can go swimming while I am having lunch. When you have an exercise on identify the parts of speech, okay, you will get a sentence and you will be asked about one specific word, okay. You will be asked, they'll just underline maybe a word and they'll say, tell me the part of speech. Okay, if I, for example, in this sentence, did she say anything before she left? They will underline the word she, and then you have to write whether it's a noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, article. So that's how. So we are just learning how to identify the right word, the right part of speech. So over here, before is our subordinating conjunction. Although it was raining, we went out to play. Although, if she hadn't called, I wouldn't have known. If someone gifted me this red car when I was young, WH words. So, this was all about coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. Now, let me explain a few correlative conjunctions. Okay, correlative conjunctions are normally found in pairs. So, for example, either and or. Either you wash the clothes or I do it. Okay? Either and or. Second one, not only but also. So, example, not only did his father teach him, but he not only did his father teach him, but also helped him find a job. So, not only and but also. Neither and nor. Neither will I go for the picnic, nor will I let you go. Next one, both and. Example, both Mr. and Mrs. Sharma are doctors. So, both and. Next one, no sooner and than. No sooner did I no sooner did I scold her. Scold her than she started crying. So they are in pairs. Alright, children. So this was all about conjunctions today. Hope you understood all the 3 types of conjunctions well. That's all for today, children. Thank you and God bless you.